Okay, guys, I'm going to pose a question to you, something for you to think about, because it's going to be the last video for a while. And the question is, do you have the right expectation of the markets and trading? Now, let me clarify that. I see a lot of kids come to me, and a lot older people as well, actually, that watch YouTube videos and TikTok and one thing and another. And I think a lot of the time their expectation of the markets are delusional. Now, don't get me wrong. If you have a relatively small account, prop fund, etc., they can have big returns very quick. Case in point, if you start with 50 quid and you do £1, that is a massive return against 50 quid. Now, you've got to be realistic in the position size. Now, you can only trade at about 10p to throw. Kind of give you a quick example. You know, there's an account running at the moment. It's running £5 worth of profit, and that account is staged, but it's worth like £5 grand. But I'm trading at £1 a position, and I'll stage into it. Okay, so there's one. Then you can have another account. This one's slightly against me, but that one, I've made a £5 out of it today, but look at the position size. It is so much smaller. Why? Because that is smaller. It's 139 quid. Now, this is a small account I've built up from 50 quid. All right, so I've already doubled this in a very short period of time. It's something I'm doing for one of the guys in the squad. Flick that back. It's taken it about 3 weeks to double. There you are, 50 quid up there, and then you just run your way through that. There's always red marks, one thing and another. What's the difference between the two? The expectation. I know the one that's small has to take heat. It has to. It's got nowhere to go. So I've got to do it all on one-hit wonders. If it goes against me, I bear a bit of heat on it, and the loss will be stacked up against, say, the 5k one. Why is that? Because my expectation is correct. I know it has nowhere to go. So if I try and trade at sort of like a 2% loss, and I'm at 10p a position, the account will never move anywhere forward. So I've got to put in something like a £5 loss, a 10% loss, and then work on driving that down as the account gets bigger. The other one already has its expectation that, yeah, I'm going at £1 a point, and I can let it run 50 quid against me, and it's not really going to hurt that account. These are the little elements that you have to think about. This is expectation. Now, the next expectation, well, for me, is always like, where's my coffee? Because this one's running low. You know, Winky's not doing her job. You know, apparently putting the makeup on is more important than making me a coffee. So I'll just have to suffer with this one, because we all know Scruffy likes it coffee. But the next part of it is, I know how long these things take. Now, you get various sort of comments saying, it's misleading, one thing. No, it's not. Not if it's planned, you know. And when I say comments like that, I just dash it with a pinch of salt, because I know that they're just looking to pick holes. Now, with the prop industry, I have shown time and time again that you can pass these things relatively quickly. Now, I've done one in 24 hours, I've done one that's taken a month, and I've taken one that takes maybe 2.5 to 3 months, depending on the program. And if you go through the channel, you'll see it all, and you'll see the statements. So it's not that it's sort of misleading or anything. It's there in black and white. And if you don't like it, well, just go somewhere else. You know, it's that simple, you know. I won't lose any sleep over your stupid bloody concerns. But what I'm trying to get across at the moment is, if you've got a couple £100 and you think you're going to be buying a yacht at the end of the month, do you not think that's delusional? Because it takes money to make money. And that's the bit most people forget. They seem to think they'll go on a 1 minute chart with that 200 quid, and they're just going to flip it and flip it and flip it and flip it. The markets are very cruel, and you'll fall into overtrading. So your delusion to get to big money will trip you up before you start, because it'll force you to overtrade. And overtrading is the number one failure of accounts. Number one. But what it'll also do is it'll trigger the second biggest failure of accounts, which is over position sizing. Now that's why I wanted to show you those two little things while I was working on them this morning before I head off. The position sizes were relatively small. Why? With the BlackBull account, you can have 500 to 1 leverage. So it doesn't matter if I've got 5k or 50k, I can put in quite a large position size based on the balance. But I don't. I keep them really low. Now, why do I do that? Because now if something goes wrong, it's not going to damage the account so badly I can't trade tomorrow. It just means if something goes wrong, yeah, I've set my parameters out. I know how much I'm willing to take on the trade, and I'm fine. But it'll take a long time to wipe it out. So, for argument's sake, on that trade, I'll take a 50 pip hit on it. Right? I really will. But I rely on getting my direction correct. And if I get the direction correct, it'll forgive the bad entry, which will allow me to stage into it. And then I'm fine. But because I stage backwards, that exposure reduces. Now on the smaller account, I haven't got that luxury. You know, you've only got 50 quid. You can't stage. You're all in, 100%. So therefore, you've got to sit and bear the heat. So one, you can sort of just put an order in and then stage it. So your timing isn't as important. On the small one, my timing is really important, because if I've got it wrong, I can't put any extra in to get out of it and sort of offset the move. Expectation. So I've already laid out what I want and how I want to achieve it before I press the button. The next part of it is sort of how much homework are you expecting to do? I do hours. Mark everything up on a weekend. I'd spend a good hour or so before I even decide to press the button, looking at the market, looking at the conditions from a top-down approach. Use a 3-basket approach, which is called 3-click. And what that does for me is it pretty much tells me the direction. I'd say 90% of the time it's cock on. And even when I've got it wrong, the direction is still correct. I've just got the entry wrong. So I got in a little bit too early, and it's gone into a pullback, etc., etc. So I'm going to leave it with one question. What is your expectation of the market? If you've got 200 quid, where do you think that 200 quid will be at the end of the month? £2,000, £20,000, £200,000? Or would you be happy with 20 or 50 quid? Makes you wonder. Personally, you can turn 200 into 300 relatively quickly. It's not out of the realms of possibility. What I would say is, though, as you go higher up the tree, you reduce the load, you know, because it's very easy to flick small accounts. It's not so easy to flick big accounts. You know, if I pull up, well, you see it. I mean, the weekend, I showed you my trading pot. It's currently at £163,000, which is where I get my wage from. I can't flick that into £300,000 in a month. It would be stupid to even try and attempt it. But it'll give me a few grand, and I'd be happy with a few grand. But if I've got a 200 quid account, I could flick that into 4 relatively easy over the course of 2 months. The expectation is, well, I'd be delusional to think I can turn 163 into 300,000 in a couple of months, because the emotional side kicks in and it really wreaks havoc. I cap my position sizes And why do I cap them sort of the way I do? You see me go in sort of like a fiver. It's because I don't want to sit in the heat. Because when you get into big position sizes, that heat ramps up really quickly and it does play with you. Whereas when you're on low time frames, you take the heat and who gives a shit about 50 quid? Nobody. But when you're looking at 5 grand, that's a different kettle of fish altogether. So the expectation comes in. And I try not to be delusional with it. But you tell me, if you had 8 weeks, where would you see 200 quid? Would you like to see it doubled? 10 times? 20 times? Who knows? And we'll see what your expectation is. And then maybe in the new year we'll do it. I don't know. I'm not rightly sure what I'm going to do next year. There's various little challenges I've done, and they take time to build up. And that's it. Okay, kids. I'm going on my holidays now. So I'm taking an extended break. And if I don't catch you before long, have yourselves a great Christmas. I'll see you all soon.